So I really am talking to the father of ultralights.
We used to not have landing gear, so they get a shotgun and shoot at me. And my engine starts to sputter. You must have hit the gas line.
Hey guys, Be Snappy here. I'm here with John Moody, the father of ultralights. All right, John, you've got an awesome aircraft behind us. What is it?
All right, this is called the Easy Riser. It is the successor to the Icarus hang glider that I first flew at Oshkosh in 1976. So this is about a 1978 model, and it's a tailless biplane. I say tailless because it's built like a real airplane. You know, an airplane's got the main wing here and the tail back here. This one just moves the tail back here. And so the lower wing is part of your fixed horizontal stabilizer. The upper wing carries 2/3 of your load. It's a 2-axis machine, which means you can't cross control it and slip it. You must be headed pretty much directly in the wind for takeoff or landing. So on this airplane, I have what I call my crosswind gear, all 3 wheels caster, so that I can be pointing this way slightly into the wind and land that way. So it's got about a 15 horse engine on it.
How do you actually fly? Like, where's the controls?
Okay, like people think of the stick as the go up and go down control. That's not the way an airplane fly. A stick is you go fast, go slow control, and your up and down is your power. And of course, to turn a plane, you don't turn it with the rudder, you bank it, and then it goes around that way. Now, this is the 2-axis machine. For pitch control, I move forward or I sit back. I want to go faster, I scoot way forward. I want to slow down, I just scoot back or just lean back. So when I come in for landing, I'm kind of sitting here, and as I just about get on the ground, I slowly just start straightening up. It slows me down a little bit more.
So just your body weight has enough movement to control the whole...
Well, that only controls the pitch. See, because I weigh more than the airplane. It weighs 140, I weigh 160. So the center of gravity moves with me. So that controls the pitch. Now the roll is controlled by these twist grips here. If I want to go right, I twist the right one, it deflects the rudder out in the mainstream, and that yaws the airplane.
No.
When you yaw the airplane, look at here, you got swept wings, and when I yaw the airplane, the camera will see more of this arm than that arm. More air goes over that wing. More air, more lift, tips it up, and you have your roll for your control. So that's how you turn. And of course your power is you go up and go down. Unless you're in a thermal. This only sinks about 250 to 300 foot a minute in glide. So especially here in Florida, I can hook a thermal. I've gained 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 feet in a thermal with the engine turned all the way off. I really started with the engine meaning to intend to have just a power launch sailplane. But you can see what happened.
How do you actually take off? How long is the takeoff roll on something? Because it's got so much lift because of the size of the wing.
Years ago, when my son was in high school, all right, they had a soccer field behind the school. That was my airport. When I went in, he got to fly a couple times to school, and he landed on there and take off.
No
So
way.
it's only 15 horse, so it's not like 20 feet unless the wind's blowing hard. Now, I have had takeoffs that were only about a 2-foot roll, but I had 3 guys hanging on, 2 on the wingtips and 1 in the middle hanging on the airplane. We were in Texas where the wind was strong but smooth. It wasn't squirrely. So as soon as they left go, about 2 feet, I was in the air.
No way.
So we used to not have landing gear. So in the not so good old days, we had foot launching. So you pick it up and run with it to take off. And to land, the same thing. You come down, land on your feet. In fact, I had an air show where I had a fake tail on it, but nobody knew it was fake. And I showed up at the air show, and he's not supposed to be here. Wave the red flag and get him down. I don't come down. Well, what's left? So they get a shotgun and shoot at me. Well, the first shot, my front wheel detaches, falls to the ground. Oh my goodness. So I come out for another pass, and there's another shot, and both my rear wheels fall off. And then there's a third pass and another shot, and my whole tail falls off. And then finally I get up a little higher, and there's a fourth and final shot, and my engine starts to sputter. You must have hit the gas line, sputter, and then all of a sudden, no engine, no tail, no wheels, no brains. Maybe a butt's hanging a little low, maybe land on that, and I come down and land on my feet like I used to in the years ago.
You should do that stunt here at Sun and Fun in front of like Carl Franklin.
Well, it started here. I did it here at first before I ever did it anywhere else. I didn't have the smoke. Later on, I added smoke, so on that fourth shot, my engine started to smoke. Well, I had a squeeze ball, just a squeeze bulb full of smoke oil, and I'd squeeze it and put it into my exhaust. There'd be smoke billowing out the back. I'd squeeze that a little bit and tweak the engine, squeeze it again, tweak the engine, and finally leave the engine off and come down and land on my feet. It was a hoot.
It obviously doesn't look like the fastest aircraft. So how fast are we going? Like, what's the airspeed?
It stalls at about 18. In a dive, going straight to the ground, I don't think it'll get over 55. It's a very draggy type machine with all the tubes and wires. But you cruise right around 30.
Yeah, so it's really cruisy, like chill.
So, but like I said, because it's foot launchable, foot landable, you got to be going below about 20. And like I said, it stalls at about 18.
What sort of license do you need to fly this?
There's no regulations at all. This is a true Part 103 Ultralight. You don't need a pilot's license. You don't need to have an instructor's permit. You don't have to have a medical. It's you just have to abide by all the rules of the road of regular aircraft. You can't fly at night. Can't fly over populated areas. But again, if you're smart, you'll go get some instruction somewhere. I taught myself how to fly, and I've got a few bruises and scars to prove it.
So you could literally just get in and fly it if you really wanted.
Legally, yes.
Wow.
Wise, not so smart.
All right, so I noticed it's actually for sale. When did you first fly it, and why are you selling it?
My first powered flight was March 15th, 1975. I flew at Oshkosh, the Oshkosh Convention in 1976, and I flew here, I think the first year was 76 as well. But that was the Icarus, which is the predecessor to this. About a year later, I pranged up my Icarus and I put it in the storage, and I bought an Easy Riser back from one of my persons I sold it to, and been flying that ever since. The reason I'm selling it, it's kind of threefold. Number one, I'm 83 years old, and things don't bend like it used to. And it's watching me get in and out of this machine is a comedy routine, really.
It's an airshow within itself.
At 83, I gotta admit, I might maybe getting close to the age where I might forget something important, and do myself in that way. So that's the other thing. And I love fishing as well, so I can transfer to fishing as much as I fly. And the last reason I'm not flying here this year is because I've had like one takeoff and landing in the last 6 months. And when you come to an air show like this, you want to be proficient. Flying can be like a bicycle. You can still drive it, but you're not good at it.
So if I wanted to buy it right now, how much would I be out of pocket?
Whatever I can get out of you. I really don't know what to ask. I look around and see what ultralights are selling for $5,000, $8,000, $10,000, $15,000. And I look at this, well, first of all, it's an antique, so that should increase the value, I would think, a little. Flying antique, no less. And secondly, I guess because it belonged to me, that might have some influence. I'm not impressed with me, but it's a lot of people. I was really embarrassed when they started calling me the father of ultralights. But over the years, I've become kind of fond of that because I'm in several aviation Hall of Fames. And when I'm in the Wisconsin one, I'm in the EAA one, I look around and see who my companions are. And I say, I'm in pretty good company. They're losers, but not me.
So I really am talking to the father of ultralights.
Well, they blame me for it. Yeah. I was the only ultralight at Oshkosh in 1976. The next year we had 6 of us. The next year we had 23, and the next year we had 78, and that was the first year we had an ultralight field at Oshkosh. And I've been coming down here, I believe it was 77 was the first year I was here, 76 at Oshkosh. Those are the days we had to fight with the FAA about flying and all that sort of stuff. They had more money than I had, so in the early days I certificated the airplane as a home-built, experimental exhibition category home-built, and it had numbers on it, N65131, and that particular airplane has been restored now and is going to be installed in the EAA museum. Last time I flew it, like 40 some years ago, I nosed it in and dented up pretty good. That's why I went to the Easy Riser. So now it's been restored, and it's going to be in the museum starting at the Oshkosh July event.
All right, come see John here at Stunt and Fun. Buy yourself a piece of history here. It would be an absolute weapon to fly.
And I do have a video presentation of my beginning of Ultralights talk. So it's about 15 years old, but it's everything is the same. It's got videos of my first flights and all that sort of stuff. So I do sell those on my website and here at the show for 15 bucks a whack. My website is pioneerflyer.com.
All right, that'll be on the screen right now. Thank you so much for the interview, John, and I'll see you around.
All right. Hope you guys have fun at Sun and Fun.